What do a company that sells sugar water do every day? Upgrade product formula? Develop new flavors? Yes, they have developed and launched new products. But their most important daily work is to maintain their brand and market dominance. In other words, it is marketing and public relation. The former creates heat and keeps consumers' attention. The latter deals with all kinds of negative news and reduce potential risks. Recently, Coca-Cola has launched a new paper bottle beverage, Odyssey. Coca-Cola is partnering with Danish startup Paboko, short for the paper bottle company, to develop a paper bottle that is 100% recyclable, made using sustainably sourced wood with a bio-based material barrier suitable for liquid goods such as carbonated and still drinks. However, Coca-Cola's current design for the prototype is not 100% plastic-free. Only the outer shell of the bottle is made from the paper pulp, while the interior lining and the bottle cap are constructed from rPET plastic. Eventually, the beverage company said it intends to create 100% recyclable, bio-based containers. However, sustainably crafting bottles that are equipped to transport liquids and endure temperature changes has proved to be difficult. Designing sustainable alternatives is significantly more expensive for manufacturers. It can often be an ineffective choice compared to plastic, which offers a tight seal that keeps out air and maintains the freshness of a product. Part of the challenge has been to create a structure capable of withstanding the forces exerted by fizzy drinks, such as cola and beer, which are bottled under pressure. On top of that, the paper needs to be moldable, create distinct bottle shapes and sizes for different brands, and take ink for printing their labels. In the second quarter of 2021, the vegan snacking drink Odyssey from Coca-Cola, packaged in paper bottles, is set to be handed out to 2,000 consumers to test the market in Hungary in partnership with Kifli.hu, one of the fastest-growing online food retailers. This launch is an important step on the path to finding out how the prototype paper bottle fares and how consumers react to it. Coca-Cola was ranked the world's #1 plastic polluter by charity group Break Free from Plastic last year, closely followed by other drink producers Pepsi and Nestle. The annual inspection was carried out by 15,000 volunteers around the world. They identified the largest number of plastic products from global companies found in the highest number of countries. Coca-Cola labels were found on 13,834 pieces of plastic which were left as waste across 51 countries. PepsiCo contributed 5,155 pieces of plastics across 43 countries. For Nestle, this was 8,633 plastics, more than Pepsi, but across fewer countries at 37. The charity has accused these companies of making zero progress in the fight against plastic pollution. A spokesperson for the Coca-Cola company told the media, "We are making progress in addressing this important issue, and it is committed to get every bottle back by 2030, so that none of it ends up as litter or in the oceans, and the plastic can be recycled into new bottles." However, can changing the paper packaging achieve the goal of environmental protection? Some might ask. Can it be helpful for environmental protection to keep cutting down trees to make paper? Didn't paper packaging exist for a long time? There is still a difference between the two. The paper and plastic carton that milk and juice often come in packaging on the market are actually Tetra Pak packaging. Tetra Pak packaging is a composite structure product made of 6 layers of different materials, including aluminium foil, PE plastic film, fiber, and paper. Because of the complex composition, it is difficult to be processed as a single material, and the recycling cost is extremely high. They cannot be recycled as normal paper waste but need to go to special recycling units for the separation of the different materials. Tetra Pak cartons have been criticized for being more difficult to recycle than tin cans and glass bottles. But, this time, Coca-Cola's bottle is almost 100% paper packaging, minimize the plastic components. Its lining and bottle cap are made of plastic, although it is degradable. This makes Coca-Cola paper packaging, like Tetra Pak, unable to be recycled as a single material, which significantly increases recycling costs. Ultimately, Coca-Cola's aim is to remove the plastic lining and to produce a bottle that's 100% recyclable as paper. Not only Coca-Cola, but more and more major beverage manufacturers have the idea of implementing 100% paper packaging. At the end of 2019, Carlsberg put the first paper bottle in the world on the market. Two prototypes were developed simultaneously. The first used a thin, recycled PET polymer film barrier, and the other implemented a completely plant-based PEF polymer film barrier. Carlsberg's ultimate goal is to develop a 100% plant-based bottle without any fossil-based plastics. In 2020, Diageo, one of the world's largest producers of spirits and beers, announced its brand, Johnnie Walker, will launch a new paper-based whiskey bottle in spring 2021. Brands such as Absolut Vodka and L'Oréal are also already using paper bottles. In general, these giant companies will consider their reputation and profitability when they want to implement something. If environmental issues damage their interests, then they will take action. But whether these actions are helpful, whether they are really hard work or just a show, it can only be judged by time.